Hi, my name is Tamika DeCare, and for my presentation I would like to speak more on discussion question A posted for week 11 on health information focusing privacy legislation. The discussion posted was a nurse at a facility posted photos taken at a facility on personal website. The photos were primarily of other employees. However, some of the photos showed the names of patients on a whiteboard behind the nursing station, and some contained pictures of patients. These names could not be read without enlarging the photographs. When advised of the circumstances, the employee immediately removed the photograph from the website. Generally, the custodian is required to, at the first reasonable opportunity, notify the individuals involved of an unauthorized disclosure. The following additional factors may be relevant. It is unclear how many third parties, if any, had accessed the website while the photographs were posted. Very few names were clearly visible in the photographs. The name of the healthcare facility was not posted, so there would be no way of linking individual patients to the facility. Most patients admitted to this particular facility suffer from life-threatening illnesses. Disclosure was inadvertent on part of the employee, and it is unlikely that individuals would be harmed by the disclosure. According to the Ontario Personal Health Information Protection Act, Part 4, Collection, Use, and Disclosure of Personal Health Information, General Limitations and Requirements, Section 29, Requirement for Consent. A health information custodian shall not collect, use, or disclose personal health information about an individual unless it has the individual's consent under this Act, and collection, use, or disclosure as the case may be, to the best of the custodian's knowledge, it is necessary for the lawful purpose, or the collection, use, or disclosure as the case may be is permitted or required by this Act. The facility is required to obtain consent from the patient or the family to display names, photographs, and patients under this Act. The nurse did not obtain consent to display the names or photographs of on her personal website. Part 3. Of the Ontario Personal Health Information Protection Act. Consent concerning personal health information. Section 18. If this Act or any other act requires the consent of an individual for the collection, use, or disclosure of personal health information by a health information custodian, the consent A. must be consent of the individual, B. must be knowledgeable, C. must relate to the information, and D. must not be obtained through deception or coercion. According to the Canada Health Act, the purpose is to protect, promote, and restore the physical and mental well-being of residents of Canada and to facilitate reasonable access to health services without financial or other barriers. The photograph captured by the nurse had pictures of patients as well as the names of patients. Even the names could not be read without enlarging the photograph. With evolving technology, enlarging the photograph would not be hard to do. The CHA clearly states that the purpose is to protect, promote, and restore the physical and mental well-being of residents in Canada. This nurse may have made a mistake taking photographs in the hospital with her coworkers, and the photograph was taken down from the personal website, but the nurse did not act in accordance with the CHA. The photograph was taken down. It was unclear how many people saw these photographs, if any, but as we all know, once a picture is on the internet, it will forever stay there. That being said, my first question to you is, with evolving technology, what other safeguards can be put in place to protect patients from staff and visitors with social media devices? In week 11 slides, it outlines privacy principles which include accountability, identifying purposes, consent, limiting collection, limiting use, disclosure and retention, accuracy, safeguards, openness, individual access, and challenging compliance. These principles are put in place to protect patients from invasion of privacy. In hospitals, there are many safeguards put in place to protect the patients. Upon accepting and starting a job in a hospital, you are required to sign a confidentiality agreement regardless if you work with direct or indirect patient care. The nurse demonstrated a breach in confidentiality by taking pictures while on shift and posting them to her personal website. She did not act in accordance with the College of Nurses as well. This includes reinforcing for nurses the importance of maintaining the confidentiality of health information. You have the right to expect that only nurses and other health care providers directly involved in your care have access to your personal health information. Healthcare providers ask you for permission to share information outside of the immediate healthcare team. Your healthcare information is accurate and kept up to date. Your personal information is used only for the purpose for which it is collected, and healthcare providers are following the rules around handling of personal health information as outlined in legislation such as the Personal Health Information Protection Act and best practices like those outlined in the Ontario Privacy Commissioner's Circle of Care. The college takes breaches of your confidentiality health information very seriously. So my second question to you is, do you agree or disagree that this nurse should be terminated and reported to the College of Nurses? Thank you for listening to my presentation.